Hey guys, Thomas the Silly Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, asking, what the hell was this? I mean, come on, Adam Sandler, you just had a successful movie in Hotel Transylvania 2, and then you done fucked up here. Like, come on. This movie is terrible. And I mean, I'm not surprised in the least. So, the story is Adam Sandler is a native called White Knife, I think. Then his father comes, and then he gets captured, and then he gets taken away, and the return price is 50,000 gold or whatever, and he goes off and he finds he has five other brothers, and then they go off and they heist other people and yada yada yada. The story's pretty simple, and there's nothing wrong with that in itself. However, the characters we come to follow are just so boring, one dimensional, and just not interesting to watch. And most importantly, not funny. This movie is supposed to come off as a comedy, and what they resort to is the most lowbrow, non thought out well comedy you can possibly think of. Just your typical shit jokes, blah blah blah. No one cares. There's no thought put into these things, and there are just some parts in the movie that come off as completely random. For example, these six come across this field of uh, individuals learning this whole sport of baseball because some guy's like, oh, I'm gonna invent it or whatever. And this whole scene comes off as unnecessary, unneeded, and just completely forced in to somehow give them more information about their father. But this whole baseball thing, it drags on for way too long. It's completely unnecessary. It's not funny. And then we have items. The wife character, she does. She has very little dialogue. She doesn't do anything except get captured. She escapes and then gets captured again, and that's her entire character. Nothing, just a flat, one-dimensional character. Just so unfortunate. And yeah, I mean, this movie just comes off as, I don't know, like the people responsible have, we've seen them do pretty bad movies before, so this doesn't come off as anywhere near surprising that the comedy wasn't thought out. Some of the writing just seems unnecessary and unneeded. The characters are just flat. This movie is completely passable. Just avoid it. Just don't watch this movie. It's not worth your time. Um, were there any good attributes in this movie? I don't know. Um, I mean, I really don't know. First of all, I think one thing that could have fixed this movie is probably not have the focus be on six characters. Clearly, the writing shows that they couldn't even handle making one character seem that interesting. So why have six? It doesn't make any sense. There are so many movies that have shown that you can have multiple characters and it comes off as great. Look at Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You have Scott Pilgrim facing off against seven villains, and it comes off really, really well. The comedy works there. It's so well thought out. But here, we see the characters are so flat, uninteresting, just one note of a thing that you could probably just place holds like what they are. Like Terry Crews is like a piano guy. That's his entire character. The big guy's the big guy. Then you have the stupid guy, and then you have the stereotypical Hispanic, and then you have the guy who apparently forgot to or didn't who neglected to save the president. And those descriptions alone, those are the entire characters because they provide nothing else. No growth, no changes, nothing else. And then you have Adam Sandler who's just like, I don't know what he's trying to do, pretend to be the Dark Knight Native American style. I think that's what he's trying to go for. I don't know. But that's about the only character he has. Uh, just completely skippable. This has been a terrible experience, just as bad as The Visit was for me. So I'm going to give this movie a 1 out of 10. Completely skippable, just not really even worth anyone's time. Uh, it seems like a complete waste of money. So just wait for like something good, maybe that's coming out soon. Anyways, this has been Thomas Sulu Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.